What's going on, everybody? Stock Chuck here. Up $2,661 in the first hour of trading and finished up the day $6,118. It was a kind of an up and down day, kind of a slower morning. Still green. I managed to chop myself up for about 5 hours after the morning was over. And then I finally had kind of a nicer win after hours today, which I didn't even expect. But anyway, before I get into that, like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this wonderful free content. As well, please join our Twitch stream every Monday through Friday, 9:30 Eastern to 4 o'clock as we trade the market live. And you can ask me questions on how I do it if you're interested, or you'd be a part of our wonderful trading community that we've put together. So, without further ado, let's get into them trades. All right, so this first trade was freaking knocked it out of the park. This was a news play. The news was KOSS patent, some sort of patent on the name, whatever, it doesn't matter. The key to this trade is that it's KOSS, number one, a stock I've traded for years now, and I know that even the slightest of news can send this thing into orbit, which it did. And two, I know it's also a low flow. This is 7 million shares outstanding. So when I heard it, I immediately flipped over to it, took 2,000 shares or 4,000 shares at 23.87 and 23.63, and just proceeded to, let's see, I got in like 23.63, 23.83, somewhere there. Those are the two entries. And I just proceeded to go into orbit, and I just sold along the way up. Patent news is some of the weakest news out there, so it's, you know, it's going to pop maybe. Well, you don't know it's going to pop, but more times than not, it does. Maybe, you know, a pop and then right back down, which it did. So I just sold on the way up as soon as I knew that the move was happening. Sold 2,000 shares at 24.09, so right on the other side of 24. 1,000 shares at 24.72, way the heck up here. And then, 1,000 shares at 24.96, so way up there as well. So really good trade. News plays. I'll put the link to that how to play news plays video that I've got running. If you're interested in it, if you're an experienced trader, you're trying to take your trading to the next level, check it out. Oh my gosh. KOSS patent. Jeez. Freaking patent. Get the hell out of here. This next trade's on DLPN. This is just your classic pop, pullback, candle over candle. Here is your pop, high day push, whatever. Here's your pullback, and then candle over candle. And that is my entry and exit. So I enter in on the candle over candle, which happens right there. I go long at 11.85. Looking for high of the run, which is this peak right here. And I take my profit anytime over that. 11.85 exited 12.13, 12.11, right inside that pop there. Break at 12. Showers are pumping DLPN now. All out. Next trade, another news play, another patent play, another familiar name. WATT. Used to be a lower float stock. It's bigger now. It's 61 million shares outstanding. But it still moves on patent news specifically. Patent news comes out. I catch this one a little late. I catch it up here, right inside this big volume bar candle. That's where the news came out, and it kind of just hovered here for a little bit, and I just kind of stayed in it because I'm thinking to myself, I mean, worst case scenario, I'm going to be out 6 cents. So I took 3,000 shares of this because I thought I was getting a good entry. Only 6 cents away from where, you know, the news came out at. So I let it pop around here. I guess another group heard the news and gave it that final push up. That's what I ended up selling. I got in at 443, 441, 447. Out at 448, 447. I mean, okay, 4,000 shares at 448 and then the rest at 447. So I might have made it. Yeah, I made a little bit on that. Decent trade. There was, excuse me, I did have one other trade on DLPN that was about a $300 or $600 loser that I'm not going to go over just because it was a computer issue or platform issue. But yeah, that's the WHET trade. Watt patent. This tends to move about 10 cents or so in patent. God, can you guys hear that? That's the machinery outside. Literally shaking the crap out of my room. To this. There's some other news source picking it up, and I'm out. So another news play here, BBIG. The news is it's being mentioned by news sources as another NFT play right now. The craze right now is NFT. It feels very similar to the hype word blockchain back in 2018. The NFT craze is insane. Anything with NFT, the stock goes freaking 400% right now. So not surprising to see another stock, BBIG, being mentioned as a sympathy play to the NFT thing, go into orbit when it was mentioned. So when I heard it, took 6,000 shares, got filled at 388, 393, and 387, 6,000 shares. And I exited at $4, $4.02, and $4 and $3.90. So really nice win. Again, another news play. It did end up halting on the way up here, gapped the heck up, and then kind of sold off after that. So you got to take your profits, even if the best news in the world sounds, that's my phone, sounds amazing. You can kind of see it just completely dumps your fire after the fact. So another news play, another win. BBIG being mentioned as an NFT play by traders coming from Benzinga. Now half, another third. Jason Maz, this who? Oh, the rest. Two news plays. How I'm making my money today. Wait, what? So in this play, I was going for a horizontal break. Out of the gates, this OCG is another NFT sympathy play, supposedly. It really isn't, I don't think, but it doesn't matter. It tends to move with the NFT craze. So in the morning, OCG made a nice high, kind of failed on the candle over candle here, sold off. Then price action coming back to this level, and I was thinking, okay, well, if we break this horizontal, then we're probably going to shoot right through the high day and then go into orbit, right? So I went long on this candlestick right here, looking for that break, and we get up literally 1 penny below where it could have absolutely gone into orbit. I took 4,000 shares, 1460, 1460, and it comes up here and just starts to sell off. And when that happens, I'm not trying to hold for candle under candle because that would have been a big loss. It didn't go when I thought it was gonna go. I'm out. And that's what I did. Got out at 1433, 1432. Nice 30 cent-ish loss on 4,000 shares. About $1,000 loser. Real nice. No. Why you do that like that? That would hurt. Comes right up and just taps it. Just gives it a little tappy tap. So this one is the pop pullback candle over candle method right here. This one didn't I did get the continued move I was looking for, but I was able to be green on it. So anyway, you have your pop phase, you have your pullback through here, you have your candle over candle entry right there. I was looking for high of the run. It did not happen immediately. When that happened, when I get the candle over candle and I got long at 10:15, 10:13, so a real nice entry, and it just kind of stops here. Just kind of hits its head on this magical ceiling. I don't know what you want to call it. Just would not move. And you'll see it when I run it live. Just would not move. And then finally, it kind of broke the level and just started creeping. I'm not looking for a creep, especially after this kind of a strong move from 850 to 1025 in 5 minutes. Like, I'm looking for a very elaborate move up for continuation if this move is strong. I don't get that. So finally, when it starts to get into some areas where I'm green, I start taking it. I start taking it. I said, all right, I'm going to take it. If you're not absolutely going to rip here, I'm taking it off the table. And that's what I did. I got out at 1028, 1030, 1036, and 1025. And it was the right call because as you can kind of see, it pulled back. It did end up going later, but that's not the trade I was in at the moment, the horizontal break and whatever, before it turned into a dumpster fire. But again, if it doesn't do what you thought it was going to do, cut it loose, move on. Seller at 10:15. 15. 15 again. Break. There we go. Come on.
One more until 9.
There we go. All right, so this next trade is on YVR. There's a couple things going on here. First, you're making, you're pushing highs of the run this whole time, right? You go into this little consolidation mode where it turns into a, pop, pullback, candle over candle, kind of fail, candle over candle, fail, and just kind of a small consolidating downtrend here, mini pullback. Let's not call it a downtrend, just a pullback. And then it sets up a couple things. Well, first is the 5-minute candle over candle play. Pop, pullback, candle over candle, right? With the break of 720. That is actually this level right here. All right. Then we had this other little ceiling that it created as it's just kind of doing this little mini pullback. Well, and we'll just mark that like so. So price action was coming up to this level. I'm like, well, maybe if we break this ceiling, it'll get the boost to knock out this ceiling, which might get the boost to knock out high a day. And so I've had an order to go live if this level broke, and I had an order to go live if the 5-minute candle over candle broke. And I got filled on both as the price action came through there. I got filled at 710 and 720. And got the pop through high a day when that happened as well. And I took my profit. That's what I was looking for. Take my profit. Not looking to see where it goes, which would have been detrimental to my portfolio. Taking profit when I said I was going to do it. That's my exit strategy, sticking to it. Took my profit, got out at 730 for plus 20 on the first lot, and 731, so plus 11 on the second lot, and this last lot, 725 plus 5 cents on that one, which when I run it live, I'm not going to show. I think I deleted the clip too early, but plus 5 on the last lot. Break that and go 720. Woo! Okay. And it's 720. Oh, yeah, big break, babe. Big break. Now half. Out 1,000 more. I'll play around with the other 1,000. So this next trade did not work out very well at all. It was a loser. So I'm looking for the 5-minute candle over candle for starters, and that would have, and this is where I enter in at 10 o'clock. This green candle right here. So I'm looking for the 5-minute candle over candle, and looking back, why was it 1370? Why? It's right here. Okay. That's a level for the 5-minute candle over candle. It had a bunch of horizontals here as well. just thinking, man, sure enough, if we break these levels, it's going to go high day and get the rip. Just didn't. It was chopping me out. It was ugly. I had to start putting in, my absolute bailout levels, which I never got to, but I had to develop my trading strategy because it absolutely didn't do what I thought it was going to do, and I was kind of stuck in it. This is not an easy trader, and I didn't trade it the rest of the day, I don't think, but just did not go here. I broke this horizontal by a penny, didn't go. Got everything I wanted, just didn't go. And when I get everything I wanted, when what I was looking for, the levels to break, and it doesn't go, I've got to cut it loose. So I did that. I got in at 1880 or 1382, 1383, and I sold. I waited a couple minutes here, so a couple things. So it held the 9 on this pullback candle, this candle under candle, which is normally my stop loss right there, right? It's like the oscillators looked okay at the time. They were kind of up. I was like, give it one more minute, see if it goes candle over candle, and what does it do? So it went candle over candle and no continuation. It started selling off, and I was like, nope, I'm out. When I saw that, I'm out. I got absolute garbage fills as it was coming down. 1352, 1350, and that was all she wrote. So it was good to exit because I didn't do anything else after that, but not a good trader. Minus 30-ish on 4,000 shares, $1,200 on the L side. ZKIN, 5-minute place, 13 now. 1395. Wait, this is the one that hurts me, right? It's getting close to that huge level. This one is the one that keeps hurting me, isn't it? Five-minute didn't do anything. 1-minute candle under candle. I don't even know if this is right. Freaking A. Charts could be wrong. Trade could be screwing me too. The one that's hurting me is JFIN. Well, this one's hurting me too. $85, $86. It got the 5-minute play. It needs to go. Oh, just for a second, it was in the 80s. They're like, oh no, can't push it. No. Freaking A. These spreads, geez, and the bid is still getting smacked. I'm out. I ain't messing around with that. So looking at this play, this is CYNO. This one was, don't ask me why it's part of the NFT craze. It's a shipping company, but whatever. Had a nice pop, pullback, candle over candle. Entry right there, right? You're looking for high of the run. Take your profit. Looks pretty on paper, but that's not how it played out. So I go long for this pop, pullback, candle over candle. I get in at 873, 4,000 shares. A little high, but whatever. And it proceeds to go up, kind of just not really absolutely ripping. It's a low float stock, should rip. It doesn't really rip. And then just comes back down. And then I exit for minus 10, right? 862, 862. And then it proceeds to go right back up to this level. So, what can you do? that all I can do? And then the sellers go in. So this next trade is on DLPN. This one is like part of the leader of the freaking NFT craze right now. And I'm just trying to find some levels on this thing where, you know, it can get back to pushing these high day breakout territory kind of stuff here. And we had this candle that kind of tried to break this horizontal from here, shot up and then dumpster fire all the way. I mean, it was insane, like $1.50 move in a second. Just wasn't having it. Well, price comes back up to this level, somehow survived this crash. And I was thinking, okay, well, maybe if we break that level, then maybe we'll break that little ceiling. And if that happens, maybe I'll get lucky and go high a day. So I'm like, okay, I'll take. By the way, there was a trade right before this one. It was another platform mistake on DLPN. Just E-Trade was incredibly slow. It was a loser. About a 20 cent loser, about a $400 loser. I'm not going to go over that one. Just know I lost another $400 at some point. This trade's a winner, though. So I take 2,000 shares. I go half size. Again, things are real choppy this morning, kind of not feeling like there's a lot of follow through going on. So I'm like, all right, I'll take half size. I take 2,000 shares. And of course, the one time I take 2,000 shares, the trade absolutely goes into freaking orbit. So, and it doesn't go quick, though. It turns into more of a grinder. So finally, we get the break. I go long. I think I took an early entry for this. Yeah, I took an early entry for this little peak here. Got in at 1430, 2,000 shares. Breaks this level, goes 1450, and I take half off for a small win, 1452, right? Then I just kind of hold on the other one, just let it kind of grind up to this level, gets close to it. I sell another 500 shares at 1489, just taking my profit, right? While I can get it. I don't trust this thing yet. It hasn't shown me I should trust it. And finally, I get this break at this level. Doesn't really go. And I sell the remaining 500 shares at 1495. So nice win overall. But, you know, real tricky today in the morning. Real tricky. I've had some winners, had some losers. Winners, losers, winners, losers. So just had profit at this point in the morning. Wanted to hold on to it, cut my share size back just because I didn't have a ton of confidence in the market. $70. Geez, all the way back to 1460. What the hell? $60. 67. Volume feels real. 1560 impossible? It's 15. 500 more. I look at 15, should take it. There it goes. Broke the 1516. Go 1540. Hold 15, you got it. There you go. There you go. There's your 1540. Still double top. 7, 32, 28. Wall of sellers at 28. Count the rest. Playing it safe. And it pops above 15 again. Oh god. And this is the last trade of the morning. This one was on SLGG. Been a high flyer as of late. This one, there's two that move together. They're both in the same kind of thing. I think the other one's called AESE. AESE, just for no freaking reason, just shot up 40 cents. So I hop over to SLGG. Someone else in chat called that out as AESE going. I was like, well, let's see if SLGG moves. And sure enough, I got a small pop on it. And I don't know if I made much on this. Yeah, I made a little bit. 4,000 shares at 10.04 average. Sold half at 10.12. Sold another 1,000 shares at +1, and then another 1,000 shares at -5. So made a little bit on it. Finished the morning up, like I said, $2,666. Good morning. Finished the day up $6,118. A lot of trading, pretty choppy, but hey, green screen. Again, love for you to come join us in our Twitch stream. Link for that is down below. And everybody else, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below or find me on Discord. And I'd be more than happy to help out. All right, see y'all later. There's your sympathy move. Oh, that exit sucked. Jeez, talking about a blow off top there. SPY just took a poop. SPY just went throw up. Oh, that 10K just disappeared. I'll get out the rest there. We're down at the -1,000 tick. All right, first hour in the bag, $2,661.